Hello, I'm Watercrafty Cow, and today we're going to be drawing a Celtic Triskele using the foundation of the Flower of Life. Now, those of you that have watched my videos before will know that I use the Flower of Life in my artwork quite regularly, and using these step-by-step instructions and watching the video, you too will be able to create the same patterns. So let's talk about the pattern that we're currently drawing. This is the seed of life. This is the first stage of getting to the flower of life. It's quite a mystical symbol. It's been used in most major world religions throughout the centuries, and it represents the 7 days of creation. And you'll begin to see why shortly. As you can see, I've drawn one circle in the centre. This is a 3 centimetre diameter circle. I've intersected it on the horizontal line on the right hand side, and then come back on myself and done the same thing to the left. Now with my compass I'm coming to the top right hand point of the first 2 intersecting circles, and taking my pencil and marking the point for you to see. I'm going round and intersecting those again with more 3 centimetre circles. You'll find by keeping your compass at the same diameter throughout the entirety of this project, you'll create the most beautiful geometric shapes. So as I'm taking my pencil on these points around the outside of the circle, you'll notice in the centre circle that a flower is beginning to appear. And when I take the compass to the last point that I'm marking with a pencil here, this will finish the flower design in the centre circle, as I say, a divine element known as the seed of life. 7 circles to represent the 7 days of creation. So, once you've achieved the seed of life, we're going to move on to the flower of life. Again, I've detailed this before in previous videos. And by taking the compass and following the points out all the way through, more and more flowers will start to appear. And you keep following these points round until you've completed another circuit. So here we are, moving into our depiction of a Triskele within the flower of life. So you'll note I'm pointing out 3 points within the flower of life and taking a ruler to join them together. And this is where sacred geometry comes into play quite significantly. Within the flower of life there are shapes. One of these is a triangle. You can also find octagons, hexagons, squares, and this is why they are considered to be sacred geometry, for those of you that aren't familiar with the term. So the shape that we're drawing today, the Triskele, or Triskele or Triskelion, depending on your pronunciation. It's a 3-pointed symbol deriving from the Greek word for 3 legs. The one that we're drawing today is an unending loop. If you look into it a little online, you find that the number 3 is incredibly important within the Celtic Triskele. Indeed, any Triskele or Triskelion that you might find in very many different cultures. But looking at the one that we're drawing, you'll note that there are points that have occurred naturally within the flower of life that I'm following with the compass points onto the equilateral triangle that we formed. And then coming back round to ourselves and within the sides of the points, creating bands and crescent shapes within the triangle itself, point to point, to the centre point of each flower within the flower of life. And by following this grid system, there really isn't any way that it can go wrong. But as I said earlier, if you are struggling slightly, then do stop the video and go back and retry. I do have an Instagram account at @WatercraftyCow. If you go over to there, you can see a lot of the artwork that I make. I'm also on Facebook and Twitter and all the usual suspects. But I'd love to hear from you, the sort of things that you love to draw, the sort of things that you would like to see. I think maybe next time I may do a little investigation into the Fibonacci sequence to see what I can find, or if you want to know more about drawing mandalas or anything really, I'm quite happy to have a crack at most stuff. Give it a go, see if I can work it out for you. Just let me know in the comments section underneath. I'm going to try and get one of these videos out once a week. Taking the pencil now and just following the outer line of the flowers to create an edge. Just firming up all the lines with the pencil. Yeah, just marking the centre point on the centre flower. Taking the compass to the outer edge. And drawing a circle. And this circle intersecting the points at the centre of the second ring of flowers on the flower of life. Now we have our circle. With my pencil here you can see that I'm marking a point for the compass to make the second ring. Taking that straight round. So now the Triskele sits within the circle. So now we have our basic shape. I'm just taking my pencil and curving into that corner edge to give the illusion that the Triskele is folding back on itself like a ribbon that's been folded. And I'll repeat that through the other 3 points. And now at this point, this is where the knot work takes place. And you can see I'm showing you with my pencil where we're going to go under and over, building bridges and going underneath them all the way through, going over. So the next one has to go under. That's generally the rule of thumb. So you've got sort of a bit like a road network going under, so going over. And you just repeat this process the whole way around. As you hit junctions, you create a bridge or you go underneath the bridge, creating junctions and roadways for yourself, strengthening your pencil lines. And I'll continue that around the shape. When you finish going around all of the points on your loops and your circles, take a rubber and then rub out all the interconnecting lines that you don't require, and you'll be able to see the pattern a lot more clearly. So now we have the basic pattern. It's on to the fun stuff. So here you'll see in time lapse I'm just starting to take this pattern and colour it in at all the intersecting points. If you want to create the depth illusion, just go slightly darker. And here comes some colour. Some of you I know just watch these videos for the speed colour at the end. However you want to watch and enjoy these videos, I'm just happy that you're here. As I say, if you want to see more speed drawing and less chat, then do let me know. Again, in the comments section. It'd be fantastic for you to subscribe and let me know exactly what it is that you'd like to see, because with your input I can really give you a channel that you want to watch. Here we go again, some of the pens that I've used. I know someone has requested that I do a video on some of the pens that I use, which I'm happy to do, and I will look into that for you. The paper that I use is Bristol board, where I work a lot with pen and ink. That is the perfect paper to use. It's quite expensive, but it is worth the pennies. There comes some colour onto the outside ring. I wanted to use very earthy tones on this piece. And when I watch it sped up like this, I think, my goodness, I wish it took as little time to do it as it does on time lapse. The piece that you're looking at right now, the actual creation without the editing, took about 6 hours. So as I say, I'm What a Crafty Cow. It's been lovely having you joining me today. Please subscribe, pass it on to all your friends and family. It'd be good to see some more people logging on and subscribing. And you can also follow me at What a Crafty Cow. There's the finished piece. Until next time, I'm Crafty Cow. I'll see you all again soon.